Shivang, good morning. Are you there?
Good morning, ma'am. I am there. Yes, ma'am.
Very good morning to you. How are you doing today?
Doing good, very good, ma'am.
Fantastic. And we are very proud of you. So please accept our heartfelt congratulations on your stupendous success.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you. It's lovely. Thank you for finding out time. So I would like to ask you a couple of questions so that the students who would be watching our recording later would be benefiting from your experience and journey. So Shivang, can you tell me briefly a little bit about your UPSC decision, your choice, your struggles, your achievements in this journey, and what attempt was it?
So, ma'am, I finally got my result, my favorable result in my fourth attempt. That is in 2022. So, I started my journey when I reached to University of Delhi for my graduation purpose. From there, I get the spark that I should be working in the public sphere or as a civil servant. So I
Hmm.
start making mindset that I should prepare for this exam, and I started briefly reading NCRTs or books from libraries or get in a habit or warm up sort of things during my college phase. So I
Hmm.
started reading newspaper, develop a genre of reading current affairs and various magazines. From once I passed out from the college in 2018, I started preparing for UPSC very sincerely. But initially, in first attempt, I even couldn't clear prelims. That is in 2019. Thereafter, I cleared prelims side and I wrote three mains. And in the final mains 2022, I got the result, which is in my favor. But initially, in two attempts, I was not able to. I don't know. I'm not able to write decent answers. That is why I couldn't clear mains. This is how my journey is. And in this journey, ma'am, I face a lot of ups and downs. The feel a lot of frustration, a lot of down movements in my life. But the consistency in my approach and the positive outlook that I'm working hard very sincerely and honestly. So if I continue working hard, sooner or later I will get a result. So that is how my started and how my journey is.
Wow, what a journey. Very inspiring. Your journey is not only a journey of success, but of a great consistency and perseverance. So, Shivang, you said there were a lot of ups and downs in your journey and you kept yourself motivated. So, what was the factor that really, sparked you and you stayed motivated despite having such a good degree and options of getting a job?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to tell you about briefly about my degree and option. Ma'am,
Sure.
I am graduated from Sri Venkateswar College. That is one of the finest college of University of Delhi.
Hmm.
So I am also from a technical background, which is commerce.
Hmm.
So I had an opportunity of getting a campus placement. I even
Hmm.
has very good professional career opportunities of doing MBA from good colleges or
Hmm.
doing pursue professional course like CA or CS or CMA or
Hmm.
actuarial science person. But
Hmm.
I have a desire ki, I have to work for the system. I have to enter into the system because I'm from a very small district of Uttar Pradesh. So I'm able to see the challenges that even common men are facing, the problems of our country, that is challenges that we are facing today. So I thought
Hmm.
I can be professionally competent at any point of time in my career or throughout my
Hmm.
life. That is
Hmm.
not the point. But I thought ki this is the peak of my youth. If I dedicate it for the betterment of myself, self improvisation, and if so this way I can contribute to the nation building in any way, that would be the wonderful opportunity. So despite the setbacks, the things which keep me motivated is I have to work for the system. I have to work for the people. In any way the government provides me opportunity, I have to make sure that I will work for the betterment of the people. So that is how I got this path throughout the my
Lovely.
journey.
Wow, that's beautiful. So you said you're from UP. Which part of UP are you from?
I am from Western UP, ma'am. This is Sambhal district. Earlier, it was a very small town which comes under Muradabad district. So we have skewed sex ratio. We have the problem of literacy. Only 57% people are literate in our district. That is one of the uh, very less educated district, not only
Yes.
in the UP or but in the entire country. So
Yes.
from there, I can assess the problems are there in the really grassroots level. So we need to work over them.
Brilliant. So I grew up in Allahabad, so I know about UP and
Okay.
how things are backward and what needs to be done. So very inspiring to hear from you. So tell me, Shivang, the role of VNK Academy in your interview success.
Ma'am. Ma'am, VNK, I have joined the online interview guidance program of VNK IAS. So I got to the panelists were very quite learned panelists, and they were the former board members of UPSC also. So the
Hmm.
questions they have asked me, the way I speak the answers or either deliberate the answers, they helped me to improvise a bit. And I used to be very fast speaker of the words. So I got this habit to speak slowly, to listen patiently, and answer in a very articulative way. So this VNK provides me the platform and opportunity to work over these things.
Thank you so much, Shivang. We are so happy and pleased and equally proud to be part of your journey and to have played the role. So, can you tell me a little bit about your real UPSC interview experience and how did you deal with the nervousness or the questions you did not know or the questions that you completely know and you know how much to speak, where to pause, all of that?
Ma'am, I was working hard for UPSC since 4 years. So
Hmm.
you must acknowledge how UPSC aspirants live their life. So in the phase of once I got the interview call, I had around 4 5 months gap. So my interview is on 27th of April. So I was waiting in the first slot, I will get the call, and in the second slot, I will get the call. But in the last 27 April, that is around 4 5 months gap. So I tried to change or transform my personality very deliberately. So I used to uh, smile a lot. I used to develop a positive attitude throughout those 4 5 months. I speak
Okay.
very professionally, even with my colleagues, with my friends. And the type of language I use is always in the parliamentary and form of language. I
Okay.
got this habit to use professional words, maintain a courtesy throughout the time, and always maintain positive attitude. All these things got reflected in the final interview. Even during the mock phases, I was not able to perform very decently because I know I'm working hard. I will be performing my best on the day of interview only. That is how I make things up. So in the final interview, ma'am, I was very confident. I don't know how, but I was confident. I was smiling throughout the interview, and the questions are being asked from various fields, not just very academic questions or theoretical questions. They are asking questions which pertain to the philosophy. They asked me even a question uh, regarding what is our national motto. So our national motto is Satyamev Jayate. So they told me, please elaborate it further. So I told him, sir, uh, I can tell you the literal meaning of it, but it's better if I told you about the philosophical meaning of it. So we discussed about that what is truth, what is life, what are
Okay.
existence. So that was a very good conversation with the elder and learned people they were. And they asked me very practical questions with regarding to
Hmm.
commerce field. They asked me about Maslow's need hierarchy theory, and they asked me about e-commerce, how is the future of it. And one question is very interesting. They asked me about uh, India is not performing well in happiness index. So do you think we are really unhappy? So one answer could be, sir, this is the data in this, and we are performing good or we are happy or unhappy. What we used to do in mains. But I say, sir, I think that India is a very happy country since we are a very culturally diverse country. So it is not pertinent for anyone or any good consultancy firm to give a happiness benchmark in those five or six parameters. So can you please elaborate? So I give him a very candid answer. Sir,
Hmm.
we can see the kind of rituals and the kind of religious spheres that Indians have. And we can literally see, sir, the kind of cheering that we have on when we are cheering for Indian cricket team during a cricket match. So they all started smiling. This is very right. This is very right. So I told them, sir, this is how we are a very happy country. So this sort of questions are being asked.
Brilliant, lovely. And I think your answers were very engaging and very subjective, because you got a lot of examples so one can relate and
Yes.
say yes, yes to you. So I really loved the part, and I think I want to repeat it for the sake of our candidates who'll be watching this recording, that Shivang has said that before the interview, he started really internalizing how to speak formally,
Yes.
in politically correct and parliamentary language with the colleagues and friends. So our candidates who are watching this later should remember that it's not in a day or two that you learn for interview and your personality will transform, but it's a process of consciously developing and trying with your friends, family, and colleagues, as Shivang did. So thank you for that point, Shivang. And my last question is regarding your optional. Can you please tell what was optional was, and how did you choose that I have to take this optional among the list of optional that UPSC offers?
Ma'am, my optional is commerce and accountancy. So that optional is very technical nature, and indeed, among the lot of optional, it is one of the lengthiest optional and one of the difficult option to get such good marks. But
Okay.
however, my graduation is in commerce, and I have also done post graduation in commerce from an open university. So this way, I thought it is better to engage in an area where I have a proficiency of, let's say, 5 6 years of reading. So that
Hmm.
would be better to build on a particular option. So despite odds in the initial attempt, I could not fetch good marks because of
Hmm.
the challenges that our option posed, being a technical option. But sooner I develop at age of commerce, this optional I will be able to get good marks. Although, ma'am, I would like to put a very difficult moment of my life with regarding to this
Hmm.
option, and that was in the mains this year only.
Hmm.
So that was on 25th or 26th of September, and I was in Delhi, and they were raining during that phase of 4 5 days gap was there na, in the optional paper. So I got a very high fever, man. I got a victim of dengue during the
Oh.
my optional paper. I
Oh.
had very yeah, ma'am. That was a very uncertain event and tragic event of my life. So I was having 102 degree Celsius fever, and I have to write a technical option where we have to do a lot of calculations and a lot of permutation combination sort of things. But I had a deal with God. I said, कि भगवान in Hindi I told him कि आज का मैं देख लूंगा पढ़ने का, आप मेरे को बस एग्जाम में पास करा दीजिएगा. That was the courage I showed with God. कि I will do whatever I can to sustain myself on this year, on this day, but please ensure कि मेरे marks ठीक आ जाए. And I was my exam center was near Ram Manohar Lohia hospital. So during that 2 hour gap of optional paper one and paper two, I got there. I consulted a doctor, say कि ठीक हो जाएगा ना? Can I sustain for another 3 hours? Because I was being very dehydrated also at that time.
Oh.
So they said it's okay. So I googled it. कि how many people are actually died because of dengue fever?
Oh
So
my God.
I googled this calculation. So I thought कि if you have the courage, if you have the guts to survival spirit is there in you, then you can. वो ये ना कि मैम बोलते हैं कि if, if things don't kill you, they can make you stronger. So this is
Yes.
how my journey happened. So I was very fortunate that this year I got the interview for and finally got selected, no matter what the rank is. So that's
That's
how
a
the journey is.
very touching and a very inspiring, deeply inspiring. I mean, I can imagine, because for you it's easier to narrate now, but
Yes, ma'am. It's easier with
you've
a
gone
smiling
through
face
that.
to narrate. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Yes,
So,
ma'am.
all the students who'll be watching this. So, of course, the message is take care of your health, but these things might happen. You never know which mosquito carries
Yes,
what
ma'am.
virus, bacteria. So,
And one more thing, ma'am, I would like to tell you, I'm a very conscious person with regarding to my health. And that to
okay.
happen during the phase of exam, that is quite drastic, man. You don't know
Yes.
okay, how can this happen to me, who is a
Yes.
very conscious person.
So it can happen because this is health. You were very health conscious.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that also, I want to convey two things from your narrative to our aspirants is number one, please be very health conscious, take care of your health. UPSC is more of a journey than just arriving at the destination. So it's in the long haul, you need to take care of your health. Second is, of course, things might happen, but don't give up, have
Right.
faith and pull up the courage and use your brain power and willpower and crack a deal with God, as Shivang did. Great, Shivang. It was so lovely talking to you. And I'm
Same.
sure, the panelists must have had a great time talking to you because I really enjoyed with your smiling face and expressions. It was such a pleasing experience. So what's happening at home these days? Celebrations, festivals, puja?
Yes, ma'am. The puja is on tomorrow, and
Okay.
the euphoria is kind of settled nowadays. We
Okay.
earlier it was very kind of hectic schedule more than our UPSC means. But it was lovely, ma'am. After a long period of time, you got a lot of calls from relatives, peer group, old friends.
Yes. Yes.
So it was good, ma'am. But acknowledging
Fantastic.
the fact that the job is of very responsible nature, these
Hmm.
things are very peripheral with regarding to the job. So I am also taking all these things with a pinch of salt, man.
Brilliant. It is a very beautiful message you gave that celebrations and euphoria is very pleasing, but the job is of responsibility and you're conscious about it. And after talking to you, I feel you'll be a really make a really great officer. And on that note, please accept my sincere gratitude and heartfelt congratulations from
Thank you very
VNK
much, ma'am.
family.
Thank you very much,
We
ma'am.
wish you all the very best. Thank you for taking out time to talk to me.
Thank you very much, ma'am. My pleasure. Bye.